Welcome to Top 5 Explosion, your one-stop show for the top of the top in the video game universe. Light guns, how they have been utilized to unintentionally train us to accurately pick off criminals from 100 yards away with a simple pistol. In this episode of Top 5, we duck for cover behind the greatest arcade shooters. What the fuck? Number 5, Area 51. We as humans would like to think we'd greet our intergalactic betters with confetti smiles and candy canes, but we all know the only things that will actually be exchanged are bodily fluids and bullets. More the latter. 1995's Area 51 arcade game had more goo-spewing space freaks than you could shake an ultimate nullifier at. So, you get to barrage them with bullets instead. What made it fun was the developers put this bitch on rails and used real digitized actors, so it felt like you were actually there. There is almost a loose storyline here. Your fellow soldiers are infected by a zombie alien parasite. Murder them. I'm all for protecting the planet, but why the hell was I sent into the field with nothing but a pistol? Number 4, Silent Scope. All too often do politicians attempt to blame real-world violence on video games, and if this son of a bitch was out in 1963, John F. Kennedy's cabinet would have had its perfect scapegoat, though Silent Scope is much more about protecting the first family. This extreme choose-your-own-adventure bitch is intense. Hold your breath, get your shot off before time runs out. The fun comes when you see terrorist bastards' brains pop out of the back of their heads.
On target.
Fire.
Only it were that graphic. The plot doesn't really run that deep, but there are some questions that need answering. Like, why am I taking on a guy with a rocket launcher? Where the hell is my backup? And why is the final shot so damn difficult? Number 3, Ghost Squad. Looking at the title of this tactical infiltrating bastard, you think it was some sort of horrible learning channel show about a gaggle of idiot mooks searching for ghosts in abandoned West Philadelphia basements. Instead, you get a team-based crackdown on imaginary terrorism. Sadly, this sweet twist on rails hit the arcades as arcades themselves were already scraping from beyond the grave, essentially birthing Ghost Squad as a ghost. So it never stood a real fighting chance. But if it did, the masses would realize this bitch is a masterpiece. The fact that you could toggle on a force feedback light gun, whether you could fire single, burst, or automatic shots was a big deal. Those features combined with the multiple choice entry path gives some gamers the feeling that they're really giving crime a reason to be afraid of ghosts. Number 2, Time Crisis. I hope you asshats are wearing watches because it's a motherfucking time crisis. Did you not have the pleasure of playing this double bass pedal having motherfucker in arcades? Let me draw a picture for you. Cops, time, taking cover, and a salty sweet pink or turquoise plastic pistol with a loud ass recoil. Half the fun was in not being able to hear yourself think due to the plus 15 decibel click 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 ringing in your already super sensitive child ears. The thing that sucks is some idiot decided to put an extra small 6-shooter clip in what I'm pretty sure is a goddamn Smith & Wesson MMP, which could hold like 10 rounds. Time Crisis became famous for introducing the cover system, which sucks when you jump out from around a corner only to take a bullet or a tank rocket to the face. Number 1, Virtua Cop. They called this motherfucker Virtua Cop. They should have called it Have Fun Making Criminals Do Barrel Rolls with Bullets, because Virtua is not even a word. This fun-time action-packed stand-up 2-player polygonal prick came out when Sega was pushing Virtua Everything. This is one of 2 of the only Virtua games worth mentioning. I can't even remember how many quarters I shoved into this thing. This bastard was fun sauce. The power-ups are great, but the dumbass innocent bystanders who don't know how to stay down when adults are shooting at each other are enough to make you tear the rectum out of a northern white whale. The graphics may be absolute crap by today's standards, but if you go back and play it while imagining you're Riggs and Murtaugh from Lethal Weapon, graphics won't seem to matter anymore. Well, that's it for this episode of Top 5. Are there arcade shooters that you believe should be in this list? Well, then subscribe up top and comment below. And always remember, you're never too old for this shit.